BNI is definitely for you if you want 30 business owners going out every single week to their clients, to their contacts, to their family, to their friends, and promoting your business. On this BNI Education Slot, I'm going to go through something a little different, and that's the part of the BNI meeting known as the visitor statement. Now, even the term visitor statement is a little in your face, a little off-putting for visitors, as though you are making a bold statement at them when it shouldn't really be a statement at all. Now, BNI has this script that you read out, and if you go to any other chapter meeting, the vast majority of them will read out this script. But we've changed things a little in ours. We still go through what's important, so the visitors still leave the meeting knowing what the costs are, what the commitment is, and what the process is. We just do the visitor statement very different, using techniques learned and honed over many years for selling. Because when you are at a BNI meeting and you are the members and they are the visitors, you are selling the meeting. You are selling the idea of being at BNI. So it makes sense that you use the techniques that you would use in selling to sell the meeting to the visitors. So what we do is, as each visitor makes their weekly presentation, I will write down the visitors' names, the eligible visitors' names, so that I know who the eligible visitors are, because sometimes substitutes are eligible because they've been brought as a visitor sub, and sometimes there's people who you think are visitors but are not eligible because they're actually members from another region or they represent the same business as somebody else. It's not always known at the start of the meeting. So as they go through, I will write down each eligible visitor's name so that I have them. And then when I stand up to do the visitor statement part, I will address them all by name. So I will say something along the lines of, thank you, Sarah, John, and Debbie, for coming along this morning. I hope that you've enjoyed the meeting and you've seen why it is that we get up at this very early hour every week to come to this venue and meet each other. It's not for the coffee, it's not for the breakfast, it's not for the happy smiley faces, it is in fact for the business. That's the opening. That's what I will say. And then what I will do, rather than go into the process of joining BNI is a 3-step process. Step 1 is attend a meeting. You've done that. I don't do any of that. What I will do is I will say, what I want you to do now is I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. The first question is, are you good at what you do? And if you're thinking there saying, yes, I am good at what I do, then great, BNI is going to work for you. But if you're sat there thinking, do you know what, Darren, actually, I'm not very good at what I do. In fact, I'm crap at what I do. Then BNI is not going to work for you. Anybody who joins BNI who is not good at what they do, they're going to get found out and it's not going to work for them. So if you are good at what you do, then great, BNI is going to work for you. The second question is, can I handle more business? And if you're sat there thinking, do you know, yes, I can handle more business, then brilliant, BNI is going to be perfect for you. If you're sat there thinking, do you know what, I'm absolutely rammed right now, I can't handle any more business, then maybe joining BNI is not the right thing for you. Although that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't, because maybe although you can't handle business right now, perhaps you could handle business in a couple of months. How are you going to get the leads for that? Or maybe you want to scale your business, to grow it, to bring more people in so that you can handle more business, in which case BNI can certainly help you with that. That's my opening line, effectively. Now, that's what I'll do. I'll get them to think about, are they good at what they do and can they handle more business? Now, 99 times out of 100, the answer to both those questions is going to be yes. Everybody thinks they're good at what they do. Everybody wants more business. Otherwise, why are they there in the first place? Why did they come along? It's very rare somebody will visit a BNI meeting who doesn't want any more business. It does happen, but it is unusual. So you're getting 2 yeses in their mind straight away. Yes, I'm good at what I do. Yes, I can handle more business. And then what I'll do is I'll go through the who's it for, who's it not for strategy. And this is something I've been taught many times by different speakers on how you sell something from a stage. You want the person listening to it, i.e. the visitor, to be thinking, yes, I'm the right person for this, I'm the person they want, I'm the person that needs to do this. And then when you tell them who it's not for, the people it precludes, the people it excludes, you want them thinking, oh, that's definitely not me. No, that's definitely not me. That's not me. So what I'll do is I'll say, who's BNI for? BNI is for you if you are really good at what you do. BNI is for you if you can handle more business and you want to grow your business right now. BNI is for you if, when someone gives you a referral, an introduction to a potential client, you're able to deal with that. You're able to have a referral process, which means you can jump on that very quickly and you can get that client on board. That's who it's for. But BNI is not for you if you're, and these can be the exact opposites. BNI is not for you if you are rubbish at what you do. If you are absolutely terrible at what you do, BNI is not for you. BNI is not for you if you can't handle any more business or you don't want any more business. If you're thinking, yep, I'm quite happy as I am, I don't need anything else, BNI is not for you. And BNI is not for you if you have absolutely no way of dealing with referrals. If somebody were to give you a referral right now, you just lose it, forget about it, walk out that door and do nothing with it again. BNI is not for you. And then at the end of those three, you want a positive. So BNI is definitely for you. And what I usually do on this one is, but BNI is definitely for you if you want 30 business owners going out every single week to their clients, to their contacts, to their family, to their friends, and promoting your business. Because that is how BNI works. So that's 3 BNI is for you if, 3 BNI is not for you if, and then 1 BNI is definitely for you if. And then what I'll do is I'll end that with, in a few moments, now you've probably got questions. Yeah, that's it. You've probably got questions, how it works, what the commitment is, what the cost is. So what's going to happen now is in a few moments, you'll sit down with a member that sat next to you after the meeting. Any questions that you've got, ask them. But there's 2 things I want you to consider. If you're thinking BNI is something that is going to be good for your business, and I hope that you've seen that it is, you can fill an application form in today. Now, the 2 things to consider on that is, firstly, filling an application form in today doesn't actually cost you anything today, and you are not committing. If you go away and you speak to your business partner or your life partner and you think, do you know what? It's not right for me, I don't want to join BNI, then you can come back to us tomorrow or next week and say, no, thank you, it's not what I want to do, and that's not a problem. You're not committing, you're not paying anything. But what you are doing by filling in the form today is you are ensuring that none of your it's easy for me to say, none of your competitors, none of your competition can come along next week and apply in your category. By filling in that form today, you make sure that doesn't happen. If you fill in the form tomorrow or over the weekend or on Monday, then somebody else in your category can come along next week, put in an application, and yours and their application will be considered at the same time. So the only way to stop that from happening is by filling that in today. It doesn't cost you a penny, and you are not committing. Thank you. And that is how we do the visitor statement in our BNI. And I find it's really effective. I find it works because people like it. They don't get the hard sell that you normally get in other BNIs. They don't get the awkward, this is what the prices are up on the screen. You don't get the confusion over it's this much per year, but you can make a 14% saving if you go over 2 years. Because if you get confused prices, a confused mind doesn't buy. You don't need to tell them any of that. So long as when they do the Q&A at the end, when they speak to another member, that member does go through the pricing, does go through what the membership fee is, does go through what the application fee is, and does go through what the meeting fee is, and that 2 of them have VAT and 1 of them doesn't. So long as they do that and they're trying to do that, then it's not a problem. You don't need to cover that in the meeting. Doing it the way I do it is very effective. Now, I'm not saying you should do that. It's purely up to you whether or not you do it. What I'll do as well is I'll put that as a script below the video. I'll write that below this video, and on the blog that will accompany this video, it will be written in there as well how we do it. So give it a try if you want. Let me know how you get on with it. But do know that is not the way BNI tells you to do it. That is the way I do it. Thank you.